lesson. I'm glad you're here. Today, we will read The Boy Who Cried Wolf. This story is about Sam, some sheep, the villagers, and maybe a wolf. Sam lived in a little village in the mountains. Every day he took the sheep from the village up the hill to a grassy field. "Here we are again," he said one morning. He watched them from morning until evening. "This way, Mutton Brain." Then he took them home again. Every day was the same. Same old mountains and same old trees, he thought. Sam was lonely and he was so bored. All his friends were down in the village. He tried talking to sheep. One day he asked them, "And how are you today?" But the sheep only answered with meh, meh. But they didn't have much to say except of that. "Nobody ever comes up here. Nothing ever happens." One day he had an idea. "I could make something happen." He ran down the hill to the village and cried, "Help, help." Some woman asked him, "What's the matter with you, guy?" But he said, "Come quickly," and all the people from the village came. "A wolf," he shouted, "a wolf has come out of the forest." Everyone ran up the hill with him. The entire village. "Hurry up, my sheep," he said. Puffing and panting, they reached the meadow. Of course, there was no wolf. All that way for nothing. The sheep were quietly eating their grass. The villagers were angry, but Sam just laughed. "That was funny," he said. But one of the other guys replied, "No, it wasn't," and he was angry. Nobody was too happy about what happened. A few days later, Sam was bored again. He ran down the hill to the village. Again, he screamed, "Help, help!" And somebody asked him, "What's the matter now?" "Come quickly," he said. "A wolf." "A wolf has come out of the forest." Some people didn't believe him. They thought maybe he was lying again. But another guy said, "We'd better make sure." But most ran up the hill to see. Puffing and panting, they reached the meadow. Of course, there was no wolf. The sheep were quietly eating their grass. "What are you grinding at?" one of the guys said. Everyone was very angry, but Sam just laughed. A week later, Sam was bored again. He ran down the hill to the village, and he shouted again, like the last time, "Help, help! There really is a wolf. Come quickly." Most people didn't believe him this time. Just a few ran up the hill. Puffing and panting, they reached the meadow. "You think you're so clever," one of the women said. Of course, there was no wolf. The sheep were quietly eating their grass. Now everyone was furious. Sam laughed and laughed. A few days later, a wolf did come out of the forest. And Sam was terrified. He ran down to the village as fast as he could, screaming for help. "Please, please help." But of course, this time nobody believed him. One of the villagers said, "Do you think we are so stupid?" And another one said, "You don't fool us again." But the little boy screamed, "I promise you, there is a wolf." Sam begged them to come with him. "You have to help me," he said. This time they just laughed at him. So in the end, Sam had to go back up the hill all alone and by himself. The wolf had killed some of the sheep and the rest had run away. Sam stayed in the meadow until it was dark. Finally, the villagers came to find him. "Our sheep! No!" they cried. "They are all dead." Sam only replied, I told you. "Why didn't you believe me?" he asked. And the villagers said, "You always told lies before. So that's why we didn't believe you anymore." "I'm sorry," Sam said. "I've learned my lesson." "Never again," said Sam. So Sam lied so many days, so many different times, that nobody wanted to believe him anymore. What do we learn from this story? Always be honest and tell the truth. This was The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Bye-bye.
Circle, ha la 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 la, life is wonderful, ha la 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 la.